Okay, welcome to Mobile Freedom Enterprise. Here's a follow-up review of the AP or XB450 a 450 what? I thought it was AB. Yeah, I'm sure they're 450 ABs. That's what it says on the box. The box is long gone. And long gone because I'm keeping these. I'm never going to sell these. These 450s I love. And a few months later, I got these MDR XB950BTs, which are Bluetooth, and they are fabulous Bluetooth headphones. Oh my God, I charge them maybe once a month, and I use them daily. I use them daily when I go to sleep. I like to pop them on and listen to maybe 20 minutes of music. Helps me relax. And let me explain to you something here, very important. I produce music, and I used to use the studio speakers. I've used all kinds, and they're just never accurate enough to where I can take that recording and take it to the car or play it in a portable stereo, radio, and then an iPod, and all over the place, and have equal sounding highs and mids. So I had to start using headphones. And I've tried the very expensive, you name it, brands out there, and they suck. They suck for what reason? They give you a flat sound and there's no bass, so you can't produce music accurately when you're not accurately hearing the bass the way it would sound in a car stereo system, in your home stereo system, in your iPod, and varying different locations. And that's what's important when you're engineering music. So I sought to find the best headphones, and I've tested everything. I've bought everything and tested everything, and these are the best headphones out there for studio monitoring. That's just my opinion. It's very subjective, so everyone has their own opinion, but I'll tell you why I have this opinion. First of all, the 450s are superior to these, but I use them both. Why? Well, this has a weakness. It's its mids and highs. They're not accurate. I can EQ this and master the music to a certain level with the highs, and then I get anywhere else, and it turns out that the highs are too highs. Why? Because this is not producing the mids and highs accurately. Not as good as these. So I use these to go over the mids and highs to make sure they're perfectly crisp. The cymbals are all crisp, and you can hear them beyond the screeching guitar and the bass sound and the other drums and things and keyboards. I have to use these. Now when it comes to bass, the extended bass button on this sucker right here, where is it? When you turn these on, oh my God, the battery life is incredible. I said that already. But when you don't have this bass button on, there's just not enough bass. It's nice, you can hear a little thump, but it's definitely not enough bass. When you turn this bass button on, the bass boost, it sounds amazing for about a minute. I've tried to hold on for about 10 minutes, and it's just way too much bass. So I use these to make sure I'm not overdoing it with the bass on my recordings, or if there's not enough bass without the bass boost. I could tell if I don't have enough bass without the bass boost using these headphones, that I'm right there with just enough thump. I'm perfect with the low frequencies on the recordings, musical recordings. But these are what I always go to first. This is what, not first, I'm sorry. It's what I sit with last. Once I've got the highs prepared and everything's ready with this, I go back to the 450s. And these are comparable to the 550s, even though this has a much better bass frequencies. But the 450s are far superb. Far more superb than the 550s. But if you're wondering about the 550s, you could basically take everything I say about this just like the 550s, all right? Even though I have another video stating and showing you, well, just stating, I don't show anything, just stating that these are better than the 550s. That's a whole other video. If you have the 550s, great. The 550s will be better than the 950s, promise you, with sound reproduction in the mid-range level. I mean, if you just want to listen to music and enjoy it, rock music, I don't recommend these. If you like bass and lots of bass, this is what you want. But if you like rock music, these are the ones you want to. The highs are protected. They're still there. They're just not as clear as these. And for studio work, I stick to these. This is the final. This is the final say on where my music is. So again, I'll repeat. I use these for the highs and mids to make sure they're accurately being reproduced on the studio recording. But then I will use these to finally ensure that the bass is perfect, because this gives you the frequency right in between the off and the on with this. I'll explain it again in case you don't understand. These will produce the bass that these do not have, right dead in the center. Because when you have this button off, it's just not enough bass. It's weak. It's not enough bass. There's bass there, but weak. When you turn the bass button on, too much bass. Way too much bass. The bass on these, right in the middle. Perfect. Well, I hope this answers a few questions some of you have had, and I hope you find this valuable, as I'm always searching for videos on headphones, and I could never find someone to just give me their straight up opinion. Everyone's worried about being biased. What is having a biased video good for? Nothing. You're not telling people what you think is better. I personally think these are the best headphones out there for overall highs and mids, and Bluetooth, of course. This thing will last forever. It's a great, when I go to the gym, this is what I use. I can always count on it being powered, and if I'm near the end of the life of battery, it just lets me know. And when you hook up to an Apple computer, it'll tell you in the it'll show you here, for example. It'll show you here where the battery life is. And these are by far better than any of the all those name brands. You know what they are. You go to Guitar Center and all those headphones there suck. Really. I've not been impressed by any $500 headphones at Guitar Center or any mid-price headphones. But these cheap little $15 headphones from eBay did the trick. Now you can get the 550s. Bass is not as good as these, so I'd recommend getting these. Only 15 bucks on eBay, used. Fantastic. All right, hopefully this helps. If you have any questions, concerns, any comments? Remember, I invite all comments, even the, what do you call those, trolls? They have fun with those guys. Idiots. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great day.